Section 4. Reforming the Industrial World. The Industrial Revolution led to economic, social, and political reforms. The new industrial economy led to new ways of thinking about society. Some economists thought that the government should leave business owners alone. Their view was called laissez-faire, from a French phrase meaning, let people do as they please. Adam Smith argued that putting no limits on business or on trade would help a nation's economy grow the most. He and other economists supported a system called capitalism. In a capitalist economy, people invest their money in businesses to make a profit. Over time, society as a whole would benefit, said Smith and the others. These people warned the government not to make laws trying to protect workers. Such laws would upset the workings of the economy, they said. Other thinkers challenged these ideas. One group was called the utilitarians. They thought that an idea of practice was good only as it proved useful. They thought it was unfair that workers should work so hard for such little pay and live in such poor conditions. They thought the government should do away with great differences in wealth among people. While on the other hand, some thinkers went further and urged that businesses should be owned by society as a whole, not by individuals. Then a few people would not grow wealthy at the expense of many. Instead, all would enjoy the benefits of increased production. This view, called socialism, grew out of the belief in progress and the concern for justice and fairness. A German thinker named Karl Marx wrote about a radical form of socialism called Marxism. He said that factory owners and workers were bound to oppose one another in the struggle for power. Over time, he said, the capitalist system would destroy itself. The great mass of workers would rebel against the wealthy few. Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto, in which he described communism, a form of complete socialism in which all production is owned by the people. Private property would not exist. In the early 1900s, these ideas would inspire a revolution. While thinkers discussed these different ideas, workers took action to try to improve their lives. Many formed into unions that tried to bargain with business owners for better pay and better working conditions. When business owners resisted these efforts, the workers went on strike or refused to work. The struggle to win the right to form unions was long and hard for workers in Britain and the U.S. Still, by the late 1800s, workers in both countries had made some progress. The British Parliament and reformers in the United States also took steps to try to fix some of the worst features of industrialism. Britain passed laws that would put limits on how much women and children could work. A group in the United States pushed for similar laws. Another major reform movement of the 1800s was a drive to abolish slavery. The British Parliament took the first step by ending the slave trade in 1807. It abolished slavery completely in 1833, and slavery was finally ended in the U.S. in 1865 after the Civil War. Spain ended slavery in Puerto Rico in 1873 and in Cuba in 1886. Brazil became the last country to ban slavery when it did in 1888. Women were active in these and other reform movements. As they fought for the end of slavery, many women launched an effort to win equal rights for women. The movement for equality began in the United States in 1848. In 1888, women from around the world formed a group dedicated to this cause. Reformers took on other projects as well. Some pushed for and won improved education. Others hoped to improve conditions in prison.